You meant to get a Pepsi at the store yesterday and make some pilk? On, you will be shocked. See now, you know what I want to do? What I want someone to do is I want someone to get that monstrosity of a soda, that fucking, like the Mountain Dew Red Hot, or the Mountain Dew, like whatever the spicy Mountain Dew is, right? I want someone to get that, and then mix that with milk. Can someone do that? I want someone to make a video of themselves doing that, and I want it to have like 85 million views on YouTube by tonight. As I guarantee you, no one on this planet's done it yet. It's gonna have to be done. Someone's gonna have to. Store's closed. Work in progress link. Okay, I'll have that open as well when I get to it. Full set slaps. Alright, let us begin. We have many items to get to. And let's start. I don't know if I looked at this one yet. I don't recall. Already, huge no from me. I mean, yeah, it's cool, it's cute, but the idea of injecting another cartoon style into a very heavily stylized cartoon game is not a good idea. This is going to stick out like a sore thumb and look really, really bad against the backdrop of the entire game. Because if you note, not a single one of these showcase images shows it in the game. These are all source filmmaker poses. None of these actually show what it would look like in game. And if you were to pull this into TF2, you would have these big, thick, black outlines that would just pop out against everything else that doesn't have that. This is not an acceptable item for Team Fortress 2. Yeah, it's a clever idea, it's cool, but it simply does not belong. And it should never be added to the game. And yes, these are all uploaded to YouTube on my second channel. I have a second channel. Would use it if it's Halloween restricted? Even if it were Halloween restricted, this is still an item that should not be added into Team Fortress 2. A lot of people like it, but it simply doesn't belong. That's my opinion on this, and that's where I'll leave it. Next. Seasoned Surgeon. Hey. Questionably Insane's very old submissions from 2017. Jesus. Well, we already know this one's not getting added. This actually looks really good. This is a nice item. Another really good beard cosmetic. You can never go wrong with another good hair or beard cosmetic for the medic. He needs more of them, and this one looks really good. Like, shit. Look at that. I don't know if I like the fact you can paint it lime green, but it's a minor infraction. This looks quite good with a variety of hats. That's how you know it's good, when it looks good with other hats that exist in the game, and it's not just this weird, goofy, standalone thing. It's actually really good. I would say, yes, 10 out of 10, but unfortunately, since this was made in 2017, we will never see it in-game. Which really fucking sucks. So, oh well. Oh, we got a hype train emote. Yay. Got the hype train emote. I like this. This is a good item. This is a good this is a very good example of this is a good hat. Good cosmetic. Oh, dude, I saw this one. Yeah, okay. Dance with Death. Isn't there like a full set? Yeah, there's a full set. Let's go to the page of the full set. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a kick-ass. This is a kick-ass item set. It's pretty fresh. Okay, so you remember the smoking jacket, right? We have the smoking jacket. The key problem with the fucking smoking jacket is that it's far too saturated and looks really bizarre, right? It's hard to tell how this one would look in the game because, once again, we have no idea how this would look because we only have source filmmaker screenshots and not actual screenshots of the item with the backdrop of an actual map. So, no idea how this would actually look in comparison to everything else, but it seems as though, on its own, it's not bad. This is actually really good. It's actually fitting for the spy. It looks really nice. The full item set's pretty kick-ass. It's also team colored, which is nice. It's good. I like the hat. This looks like something the spy would wear. It's really good. It's very well made. I would definitely like to see this entire item set in the game. Please. Where'd the item set fucking thing go? Take me to the full set, please. Yes. I want it. The hat is easily the strongest part of this item set, though. Because, I mean, a hat's a hat. You can't go wrong. Looks really good. If I miss links, I do apologize, because now I have, like, 50 tabs open, so bear with me. Yes, I would definitely like to see this in game. This is something that is totally fitting for the spy. I like it. I accept it. Perfectly acceptable item set. The pants, though, the pants are doing something I don't like, is this. Doesn't that look bizarre to you? They're a bit off. Because you have half the player model as white, with no other team color elements helping you distinguish what team he's on from the waist down. It doesn't quite look right. Not to mention, it's not the same off-white as his shirt, so you have one shade of white here, another shade of white here, and it really contrasts in a bizarre way with his undershirt. It just doesn't look good. So, the white pants are definitely a no from me. And see, here's the other problem too, is like, the blue pants look great, but the red looks really fucking weird, because again, you have this weird contrast between the rest of the red on the spy. Why couldn't he just, why, listen, to make this item set perfect, adjust the shade of the red, so it more closely matches the red on the base spy, like the base vanilla spy. Then this would be like a 10 out of 10 item set. The only way this full item set would actually look good is if you had all three items put together, like this, right? Because then you have more of this off red or off blue put together and less of the neutral red or the vanilla red and blue for the teams. You know, this is important. You have to, if you're gonna do off-colored items like this, you have to have, you know, continuity with the base colors. You know, the hat gets a pass because it's still mostly Spy's vanilla color, but the pants don't because, oh, what's going on? I'm gonna say no to the pants because the pants are a bit off, my friend. That doesn't look right. You gotta be very mindful of the colors, man. Mindful of the colors, but this is a very well-made item set. Even if it was put in the game, I wouldn't be that upset because the colors are the only thing it has going against it. Oh my god, there are so many links in my chat. Jesus. Alright, let me kill off a few of these tabs so my computer doesn't crash. Next. I don't think I've looked at this one either. This is another item by Questionably Insane. Another very, very high quality item. Looks fucking amazing. Again, you know an item is good when it's compatible with other items we already have in the game, and you can make a whole bunch of different item sets out of it. This looks really nice on Spy. You know what's interesting? Is the vertical stripes on, like, the vertical stripes on Spy's suit. It's like always the norm, right? It's like the norm thing, but I like mixing it up a little bit. The contrast between the vertical and then the grid between the shirt and the pants is a little weird to me, but I do like that he went out there a little bit to deviate from like the really hardcore base that is Spy's vest, Spy's jacket, which is the vertical stripes. You know, but this, I like this. It's a little jarring because of the grid, but it's incredibly well made. The tie is nice. It's good. This is another really good. This guy always makes solid shit. It's a shame we don't have more of his items in game. It's a huge bummer because he makes a lot of great stuff. This is great. We're seeing mostly good items so far. I'm liking this stream so far. I'm not my soul and spirit have not been crushed yet. That's what I like to see. All right, what else? I'm gonna like look at how many fucking tabs I have open, right? Let me like look at this. So many tabs open. I'm just pulling from the pile here as I go through. My god, guys. All right, let's see. What do we? We'll go with this one. Whatever. What the fuck is this? I can't even pull tabs out because there's so many. What is this? What the fuck am I looking at? Is this like an unusual effect? What the fuck? Oh my god. See, actually, like, so this is actually horrifying, right? See, like, my thoughts are, is like, if this was like an actual unusual effect in the game, right, and like the engineer's behind something, and he's like just below, so you only see this really high quality PNG of the engineer's fucking head, like peeking out over a ledge. Fuck, that would be horrifying. So dumb. See, like, obvious gag items like this are fucking hilarious. Like, that shit's funny. Like, so dumb. And it only works with the engineer. No other class has, like, the really terrifying, like, soulless, like, smile expression. Because you can't see the engineer's eyes, but you can see his fucking teeth, so it's horrifying. Someone should do that with the Germa sus face. They have a sus face mod for that replaces the mark for death symbol. I have that one installed because it's actually really funny. I mean, I just I'll ask you again later, I guess. I will remain neutral on the funny item. Old-fashioned Merc. Okay, we're finally into a skin here. What do we got? Made by Pefe, Peef. However you want to pronounce that. Peef. We got old-fashioned Merc, version 1. Not too many screenshots, unfortunately, but okay. Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Colors are great. Colors blend into the game fine. It's nice. And again, whenever you're making skins for Team Fortress 2, or whenever you're making items for Team Fortress 2, neutral colors are your best friend. Your browns, your tans, your oranges, your whites, your grays, black, even if you handle it right. Dark grays, more or less. But you work with all of those, you're already off to a good start. So the number one thing you gotta pay attention to when you're making skins are the fucking colors. And this guy nails that part, and it's fucking great. This is Argyle, right? Argyle pattern? Argyle pattern. I mean, I think it's fine. Perfectly acceptable for Team Fortress 2. Plaid, I guess Plaid rather, not Argyle, Plaid. Colors are good. Two things that I think... Well, so two things that I don't like about it. The first of which is likely not a huge issue, is I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but there's a very fine texture here, which is totally acceptable, right? You can have fine textures in Team Fortress 2 if the I guess the beveling or the depth isn't too extreme, otherwise it turns into like a noisy, fuzzy mess. This is very subtle. It reminds me of the felt that's used on the high roller skins, the green felt on the SMG, the Medigun, and the rocket launcher. Very reminiscent of that. From these screenshots, it doesn't seem like an issue, but maybe on lower quality settings, it probably won't matter. It'll just look like a solid block of color, which is okay. It's not the worst thing. The second thing I don't like, and I think is the bigger issue with this skin, is the white. I think the white is a little bit too bright. Just a little bit. It's not solid white, it is off-white, I can tell that much. It is off-white, which is, again, perfect. He paid attention to that. Never use solid white, never use solid black, always tone it down, because guess what you don't see in Team Fortress 2, ever? You never see solid white, you never see fully saturated black. You have to tone both of those colors down. In fact, that's something you never see in Team Fortress 2, are hyper-saturated colors. Everything is this nice, washed-out, pastel-y style, right? You pay attention to that fact when you're making items and skins, you're already half the way there, because a lot of people fucking ignore that, and I don't know why. This guy paid attention to that, and it's fucking great. The white, still, however, I think is just, it's like it's gotta be toned down by like that much, like this much, just like a tiny bit. And then it's perfect. One more thing. I think these lines, and I think he's at the mercy of the war paint system, because I can't tell if this one is at the mercy of random scaling. I don't think it is. It also appears to, is it orientation locked? It's not orientation locked, so it's not orientation locked. And I can't tell, it looks like he has it on a base that is fixed. It looks like Nutcracker Mark II is the base, because he has like he has the tip on here, or Carpet Bomber Mark II rather also has the tip. I think they use the same base. I'm not sure. Might want to quote me on that, or check me on fact check me, my friends. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna have issues with scaling. But someone pointed out that the trigger area looks weird. It looks weird because he's at the mercy of the base he used. Different bases apply different textures to this trigger area. I don't know what you call it on actual firearm. I'm not a weapon. I'm not a firearms expert. But if he had chosen a different base, then the texture applied here would have been different, but it also would have been different on the scope, and the warpaint wouldn't have looked as good. So that's kind of unavoidable. You can't, and that's also the problem with the warpaint system. Fuck me, that was loud. I got the flaming hot Coke pill. Good lord, dude. Like, film yourself drinking it. I want to see someone die drinking that. Also, I missed a subscriber. Handfegger subbed 10 months. Thank you. You are too kind. Trigger guard, thank you. I don't know gun lingo. But, yeah, I think, and again, you're at the mercy of the warpaint system. You can't get a warpaint to look perfect on every single weapon model. It's just not possible. That's why a lot of people lately have been going back to just doing individual skins for a specific weapon model, because you have a lot more creative liberty with that. You're not limited by where the textures are going to be applied, because you can just put them wherever you want. So this one, I think it's like a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10. It's really, really good. Tone down the white a little bit. I'm not sure. I feel like this center line might be a little bit too thin. Just I maybe thicken it by like a hair, not much, because like when you're inspecting it, rather, you're looking at this and your textures are like ramped up all the way. You can notice this fine line, but I fear at anything other than ultra high settings. Like, I'm looking at this, right, at higher wears and even at ultra high settings, this thinner line, this finer line is getting lost a little bit, and it's not the bad thing, it's not the worst thing, because the rest of the texture kind of helps carry it, but it also helps kind of break up the simple repeating pattern of blocks, so I think it needs that center line, so I think it needs to be thickened up just a little bit. But again, these are very, very minor tweaks and suggestions. This is already like a very, very solid warpaint. I think it's great. I would love to see this in game, as it is even now. I think it's great. So a couple minor tweaks and it'd be fucking flawless. It's very good. I wonder if this is like this guy's first item. Oh, he's the guy that did the fucking kitty cat one. I saw. Oh, let's look at a couple more of these. So he did a kitty cat one. I guess inspired by his cat, or maybe just a cat he found on the internet. I'm not sure. But he did like cat fur, which is actually nice to see, because a lot of the craftsman skins use leather, right? Or calf skin, which is really neat because like you can get away with doing animal fur and skin and like calf skin if you don't make it like a super detailed texture. Like if you just get the bare bones elements of them in there and don't get like really fine with the details, then it's gonna look really good inside of TF2. So if you look at Shot in the Dark, if you look at fucking Country Crusher, if you look at Tartan Torpedo, all of those use calf skin or leather on them, and they look really good. This one kind of bounces around in that same room, that same category, where they're using like animal skin, animal fur, and it looks really nice. The colors are great. Once again, playing with those neutrals, looks very, very good. And the only thing I don't think I like about this war paint is it's this black. But I mean, I guess what else are you gonna do? Yeah, I guess what else can you do? I guess I'll give him a pass for that one. It's not, again, not fully saturated black, so thank you. Peef. I'm gonna call you Peef. I'm gonna say yes to this one as well, because this one isn't bad either. It's actually quite nice, and it looks mostly decent on a variety of weapon models. This is actually quite good. I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. What else has this guy got? Muddy Waters. Didn't I look at this one before? Wait, what? This is the logo off of Swiftwater? Okay. That's an interesting source of inspiration. It's a bit clusterfucky, though. It's a little messy. I think this one is a dud. You have too many colors, you have too many different shapes, you have too many curved lines and straight lines that are kind of clashing really hard. You have a bunch of different colors that are also clashing really hard. And then yellow. Ooh, it's too noisy. I think you would have to, like, the blue side looks awesome. Like, the colors here work a lot better, I think. It's still kind of noisy because of all the geometry clashing, but the colors are much nicer on this one. I think the incorporation of this green makes it look, this minty green looks very off. So I think if you changed that to something else, then it would look good. Oh, this is tread plate, which is even better. Okay, I think you might want to adjust the saturation on, or the contrast on this to kind of make that tread plate pop out a little bit more. I think that would be beneficial too. Blue side looks decent. I guess because of the concept you use, the geometry is a bit inescapable, but I think it just makes it too noisy. This is definitely the weakest one that he's made, from what I could, from a glance. Bigger Chief. Okay, so this is inspired from a hat. I'm going through all these guys' war paints, so just bear with me. We're doing them all. Bigger Chief. Bigger Chief. Okay. I like it. The white... I don't know, man. It's not solid white. It's not solid white. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no. It's a custom gradient. Oh, dear. It's orientation locked, which is good. Okay, that's interesting. You can get some decent patterns. I like the incorporation of a custom gradient. Like this one, however, that looks strange. Jesus, $5 more. Straw Lords. I tried it, it was actually good. I don't believe you. I refuse to believe that you actually enjoyed the Mountain Dew hot pilk. It's the spicy Mountain Dew pilk. Ugh. The cat one's good camo? I agree. The cat one was pretty solid camo. I like this one. The white's a bit too bright. I think the custom gradient throws it off a little bit. I don't think it needs it. I think it works well enough with just the white. Okay, here we go. Here's some in-game screenshots. Okay, the white is way, way less prevalent. It's also got a Fong shader, or the shader on it, which kind of tweaks it a bit. The brightness. That's not terrible. Definitely better than the one that was inspired by Swiftwater. It's actually not too busy. Yeah, you know what? I like it. I think the white might have some issues, and I don't like the rare gradient. I think that makes it too... It's too much. I think I would get rid of the gradient on that. Okay, old-fashioned Merc. Hey. Once again, plays with those neutral. This is a familiar pattern. I know some CSGO gloves have this pattern. Or something similar to this pattern. Hey, there you go. Attaboy. See, look, he's referencing fucking paint can colors, which is awesome. This is good. This guy's paying attention. This guy's paying attention. I think the squares are a bit strange. What are those? Hey, can someone remind me what the CSGO gloves are? Shit, I forget what they're called. Hold on, I need to go to, like, CSGO Exchange to, like, remind myself what these fucking gloves are. Or CSGO Stash, rather. What are these fucking gloves? I don't remember. Hold on. Other gloves. Where are you? Where are you? Is it the Red Shamag? Scarlet Shamag? However the fuck you pronounce this? Yeah, this pattern. It's very similar to this pattern, see? This is what I'm talking about right here. I think if he made it more akin to this, I think it would have been a better success, where you kind of have this repeating star pattern, right? It looks like it is the same pattern, but the square is a solid color. I think if he made that square a solid color instead of these 4 different colors, that would have been a lot better. I think that would have been a smarter move. Finally caught a stream. Hello. What's poppin'? First stream I've watched. Hello. Welcome. If you're new, hi. How's it going? Don't know the name of the pattern, but it's semi-famous. Yeah, I've seen this pattern before. I think if he tweaked the colors on it and got rid of like the four square pattern and just did like a solid color like this star, like if he didn't do the four square on it, I think it would look a lot better than doing it with how it is now. But all the colors he chose are perfectly fine. But I think it's a little too busy because of the squares. Houndstooth. Houndstooth pattern. Ah, there we go. See, there we go. Houndstooth. See, like, yeah, if he had incorporated it with like a single color, I think it would be totally fine. But he did four squares for some reason. Don't really know. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna stop going through his and get back to the links y'all have been sending me. Dragon's Dance. Jesus. What's going on here? Added in 2018. Whoa. Whoa, there's a lot going on with this one. Well, several glaring issues with this one. One, what is the resolution on this wood texture? I can see pixels. That needs to be adjusted. It looks like it might be on a Warpaint base that is not orientation locked, so that's an issue. The white is solid and not toned down. You have too many colors in the primary texture, and you have like a repeating pattern with petals, and you have a flower, and it's too busy. The main texture would have to be heavily simplified. It looks more akin to ice cream than a dragon. This looks like ice cream. I mean, I understand the theme. I see what he was going for here, but it's a bit of a dud. It's a bit of a dud. And aside from Sweden, this would look very, very, very out of place. What is... Yeah, this is really fuzzy. That would definitely need to be fixed. I'm gonna say hard pass on this one. Some adjustments to make. I would heavily tweak the wood texture. Fix that pixelation. Tone down the white and find some way to simplify this primary texture. Either stick with petals or dragons and not both. If you do both, it's going to be too busy. Like, you could do dragon scales, you could do flower petals, you could do just like a dragon head on the barrel, like the Dragon's Fury, I guess you could do that. The Dragon Slayer, Dragon's Fury. Perhaps something along those lines would have been a lot better, but I fear this was a bit of a dud. But it's well made. Like, you can tell, like, these are like actual original textures. They drew these, right? This is art that they made, for as far as I can tell. You know, the minigun looks like if you zoom out, all of the colors except white look fine. But when you zoom in, you see a little bit of the pixelation, and then, that needs some adjustment. All right, up next, Ferocious Fin. Okay, here we go. I don't know if anyone else has been catching this trend lately. Disco Monkey, Jesus, you've sent like 50 links. Let's slow down, brother. Let's slow down with the links, guys. I have like 30 I need to get through. Ferocious Fin. I think you guys may have... No, it's fine, don't worry. Don't worry about sending too many links. It's good that I have a lot to get through. It's just, like, I can't, like, there's a lot of stuff I'm missing in chat because there's a wall of links. It's okay, though. It's all good. Good evening, Vladix. Anyway. Yes, I will upload this VOD to my second channel. What is interesting is I don't know if you guys have been noticing the trend of more custom-shaped unusual effects, which are cool. They are something a little bit different from the norm, and I like them because they function more like an extra hat than an actual unusual effect. And I think that opens up a whole new world of possibilities with unusual effects. You can do a lot of cool stuff. And this is an example of that, and it looks really cool. It's not like hideously obnoxious. It's not like shitty falling clip art around the head, you know? And this is actually pretty cool. I would not mind seeing this in game. It's not like a big, hideously ugly eyesore. It's not a piece of hovering, circling, or falling, or orbiting clip art. It's good. Like, this is neat. I would like to see more of these, you know? But we already have an antler effect. We don't need more antlers. We just need more unique, cool shapes. This is neat. I like this. It's fresh. Look in general. Should I be afraid? Oh no. Oh dear.
Flaming hot
You actually made it. Oh my god, you are a fucking monster. Hold on.
Alright, this shit's gonna be awful.
Hold on. We gotta watch this guy fucking drink his pilk. Hold on. Let's fucking watch this. We gotta see this.
Alright, I'm making flaming hot pilk. Alright, this shit's gonna be awful. Oh shit.
Oh, it's orange! Oh! Oh god, it looks so wrong! Oh, it's brown!
I'm gonna shake it up and then drink this bitch.
It looks like cough syrup in a bottle! No! You are a fucking monster, dude. Holy shit. And he chugs it, dude!
Holy shit. Actually, you know, it's not that bad.
Of course, he goes in for more! He goes in for more. Oh, he finishes it! Oh, you are mad, dude. You're crazy, motherfucker. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, you are the first man, probably, in the fucking planet to have mixed the hot Cheeto Mountain Dew with milk and drink it. You are a fucking god. You are the first one on the planet to do it. Holy shit. So, you say it's good. Was it actually good? What did it taste like? I need to know. Fill me in. I gotta know. Mug and milk? I mean, that's like a root beer float, effectively. It's dairy. It's dairy and root beer. It's effectively a root beer float. Like pilk, but a bit more tingly. Ooh. Ugh. Best drink from Texas, 7-Eleven Dr. Chata's, 7-Eleven horchata, and Dr. Pepper. Ooh, no. I mean, like Dr. Pepper, like horchata is already like insanely sweet, right? Like if you guys don't know what horchata is, it's like milk made with rice and cinnamon and sugar. It's very, very sweet. It's very, very good. And then subscribe. Dumb unusual effect. Oh no, I like this one. I like the unique shapes on these. I think this is cool. I don't like the spurting bubbles coming out of the back. I think if it was just the fin, it'd be cool. Anyway, horchata is already very sweet. And Dr. Pepper's also very, very sweet. You put these two insanely sweet things together, it's the sugar bomb in your mouth. That's like, I don't think I could handle that. That does not sound appetizing to me at all. Wait, what the fuck is this? Why does Twitch tell me if people have my stream muted or minimized? Watching without video. Viewer has stream muted. What is this? Okay, so now this is hilarious. I can single out people now. Holy shit. Shinnon TTV fucking 10 gift subs, dude. Thanks, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. You are too kind. Seriously, they should. Why show me who's lurking? I don't care. Like, but it only says if they're watching my like these are chat messages coming in. Like these are chat messages telling me if someone's watching my stream without video or audio. Why is this? So I gotta like single people out? Like, oh, you're not watching my stream, so and so viewer. I'm gonna get on you and be very, very angry with you. Fucking weird. It's a weird change, Twitch. Don't think I understand. Thank you for the gift subs, though. Shinin. Shinin. I'll call you Shinin. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Let's move on. Frontal facade. Okay, I saw this one before, and I like it. We have another one that plays heavily with neutral tones, and it's fucking sweet. I mean, hey, it's like a... I suppose this is more of a desert camo. Yeah? I would say this is more of a desert camo. It looks good. I'm not a fan. I think they could have done something a little more creative with the sticker so it kind of gives like a nice bit of contrast from like the base camo pattern. But aside from that, this is neat. I would have liked to have seen screenshots of it in-game. I do appreciate that they gave us some higher wear screenshots. And with higher wears, it still doesn't look terrible. Hey, I mean, it's not bad. I would like to see this. But here's my big fucking pointer to anyone doing skins for TF2 or any game in general. Always take screenshots of your items in game so people can see what they look like. That is incredibly important. If we don't know what they look like in game, we don't know what we're voting for. We don't know what we're licking. We don't know what we're liking or disliking. We got to see what they look like in game. Otherwise, we don't have a full grasp on what's going on. Coyote Moon subscribed. Sniper Bad, thank you. It's a year. Happy birthday. A year of subscribing to me. You spoil me, lady. You spoil me, Missy. I swear. Truly. Isn't that emblem the same as the one on the commando grade heavy hat? The TF2 heavy cosmet. I don't remember the name of it. Good lord, I can't read that. Imagine an unusual effect that looks like Mario 64's wing cap. Also, do you think the workshop is improving based on our feedback? I definitely think so. I think a lot more people are paying attention to feedback and are I should say, more people have been receptive to feedback. How can I word this properly? It seems like a lot more people are far more receptive to feedback than they were before. But it also seems like that a lot of people are now really unreceptive to feedback now than ever before. I feel like it's polarized the workshop even more, where now you can really, you know, figure out the chaff from the guys who are actually doing it for, I suppose proper reasons. So I suppose that's still better for us. So now we can tell who's actually being serious and who's just doing it to, get that dosh. What's that fucking heavy hat called? It was in Jungle Inferno when it came out. Commando Elite, that's it. Is that the same logo? It is. It is the same logo on the Commando Elite. There you go. Sharp eye. I don't care. I think that's fine. I would have liked to have seen a different logo, but hey, this isn't bad. This is a nice neutral color skin that I think would look pretty good. I think I'm trying to envision it on, it would look good on blue. I think red might be a bit off. It's not bad. Coyote with the fucking engineer butts. Horrifying, to say the least. Horrifying, to say the least. Alright, let's do... What is this? White Mamba. Is this a Metal Gear reference? I feel like it is. This is also old. 2018, so we're never gonna see it in game. I mean, more edgy anime scout hair is always good. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It's modeled right. It looks like it belongs in TF2. It's not the worst. Okay, it looks weird right here. That's a bit strange. Everything else about it's fine, but that looks funky. Kind of weird. Clipping? I guess they didn't quite fix that. Liquid Snake? Okay. I don't know too much about Metal Gear aside from the memes. That looks odd to me. I think they could have done something different. They could have stylized it a little bit more so it doesn't look so strange on Scout's head. But, hey, I mean, it's not bad. You can, and hey, there you go. You can make other decent loadouts with it. So, hey, it's not bad. I would say that gets a pass, but sadly we'll never see it in game because it was made 4 years ago. Unfortunately. The memes, Jack. All right, let's do this one. Snow Globe? I'm not sold on it, but I appreciate doing something different. I think the fact it reflects the world is not good. I think if they got rid of that, it would make it look a little less busy. But the fact that it reflects the world is not good, because that's one thing. Okay, so here's a problem. Another unusual effect I've done this before. I don't remember which one it was, but it was made to look like a broken mirror around someone's head, and where all the different mirror shards were reflecting the world around their head. That very heavily fucked with, aiming. Especially, just supporting the sniper mains, but I'm looking out for you guys here, right? If you have this big colory blob of stuff that kind of looks like the mercenary's head, all around their head, but not actually where their head is, that's gonna fuck with aim a lot. And if you're like in a crowd of other players where it's reflecting the world around them and all the other characters around them, it would really fuck shit up. So you could envision this particular cosmetic at certain angles would be reflecting other mercenaries' heads or other parts of their body where they aren't actually are. So, and if you do note, something very important about Team Fortress 2 is guess how many reflective surfaces we have in the game. Water. Only water. You don't see a reflection anywhere. Except, and I should say, my bad, and the floor sometimes. Some floor surfaces are shiny enough to where you can kind of see yourself. But we have no mirrors in Team Fortress 2. And you know why? Because that fucks up your aim. Because if you're seeing something that ain't actually there, it's gonna fuck you up. And this one isn't nearly as bad as that unusual effect with like the broken mirror glass around it, right? With the broken mirror glass, it's not nearly that bad, but I can still see this unusual effect in certain scenarios fucking with that. So if they just got rid of the fact that it reflects the world around it, I think it would be fine. Visually, I think it's perfectly acceptable, right? You can still have the sphere around the head. You can have like the wispy ice and the small snowflakes. I think that looks cool, right? It's actually one of the more creative and interesting, you know, unusual effects. Okay, so this GIF shows it better, right? You can see the skybox being reflected, and you can see the building behind it being warped and distorted. And here, when he's calling medic, you can see the point marker being reflected behind it, as well as the medic speech bubble being reflected in it as well. Certain angles, I think, would fuck with shit going on behind him. So that's not a good idea. Get rid of that. Beyond that, hey, it's actually a decent effect. I would like to see this in game. It's something very, very fresh. And if you were to adjust it just right, so it's like right in the middle of their head, because you can adjust the position of the unusual effects. If it was like right in the center of their head, where it looks like their head is inside the snow globe, now you got something cool. But get rid of the reflections on this thing, and I think it'd be perfectly acceptable. So I'm going to say no thanks for now, but only for that reason. Otherwise, it's a very good unusual effect, I think. Last Hunt. 2019, never going to get added. I feel like this is definitely more fitting for Sniper than it is the Heavy. It looks way better on Sniper than it does on Heavy. It doesn't look bad on Heavy, but it's definitely better for Sniper. You can certainly make a variety of loadouts with it. It's good. I see nothing wrong with this one. That's pretty, it's fresh. This is definitely like a 70s hairstyle too. I like it. It's good. We need more good hair. We need more good hair and beard cosmetics for TF2, because you have so much room for shit you can do. Just do some good shit. So, yes. This one's good. Let me open up a couple more links here. So this one's good. I'd like to see this one in game. Sadly, it will never be added because it was made 3 years ago. Oopsie whoopsie. Very fitting to the art style. I agree. Let's do... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Well, we've come to our first Mark II Warpaint of the day. There seems to be an influx of Mark II Warpaints on the workshop. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, and this is one of the bad ones. This one is just really, really unfortunate. Some skins just don't translate well into a Mark II, and Warhawk is definitely one of them that doesn't. The major fuck up with this Warpaint, with this Mark II Warpaint, is that he turned the face and eye into a sticker. And it removed what made the Warhawk rocket launcher and the grenade launcher and the flamethrower unique, in that the face, the Warhawk face was at the front of the gun, the barrel of the gun, and that looked really fucking cool. But now that really neat detail has been relegated to an orientation lock fixed sticker. which just looks really bad and out of place. And you can also tell this was like ripped directly from the game files because you have this hard cut line right here. It's not a continuous mouth that goes all the way down around and wraps around close. That's something they could have done. I can tell they just pulled all these textures straight out of the game and didn't change them whatsoever. They added this red line, which doesn't even match the red that's on the Warhawk. It looks really out of place. Like, they could have chosen a different red or or maybe the yellow, perhaps, to make it look pretty good, to help kind of blend in with the rest of the colors. But man, like, it's one thing to take the in-game textures and just slap them on a Warpaint and then call it a day. But it's another to kind of tweak them a little bit so they're more acceptable. And they flopped really, really hard on this one, man. Because, like, here's one thing they could have done. One very simple thing they could have done is they could have adjusted the mouth on the shark to be a full, complete oval all the way around. All the way around and closes it shut, right? Instead of having this hard, flat line here, he could have continued this line all the way here, and then continued that line here, so it's like a full mouth. That would have been fucking great. The eye also could have been adjusted and made more of an oval shape instead of it being hard, flat, and squished up against here, because guess why the mouth and eye are shaped that way? Because they were originally meant for the front of this very narrow barrel on the rocket launcher. But no, ripped it straight out and then slapped it on every weapon as if though it was a normal sticker and thought it would look good and translate well, and it doesn't. It's just like, that's the major fuck up with this. Like, the different color red stripe, it's a minor error, but this fucking sticker placement, man, you could have done something so much better than that. It looks so bad. God. And then you have, you know, the base texture for this, which was just slapped on there. Like, none of the textures were adjusted or remade to look better. And, like, what is this? What is this? Why is it there? Why is it here? Oh my god. It's on the... What? What is that? Look at the fucking minigun. Oh my god. Like, I understand that you can't get a war paint to look good on every weapon model, but come on. What is that? That's fucked. That does not look good. And this looks like a hot mess. What is this, dude? Why? Why? Look at that. You have this. You have the solid red, then you have the base texture here, then you have the black, and then the sticker slapped on top of it. Oh my god, it's so bad. Okay, let me show you something. Let me show you some TF2 Warhawk grenade launcher. Let me. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Here we go. I mean, just... Come on. What's the deal here, man? What is the deal? What happened? Look at this juxtaposition. Hold on, let me shrink my fucking camera down. I just realized you can't see that. Bring you down. Look at that. Look at this mess. Look at that. Look at this. The red and the black in the face here. Let's compare the two. What happened? Good god, I know this isn't the exact skin you're referencing, but Jesus, man. Ugh. This is a major fuck up. This is a hard no thanks from me. Good lord. Randomized scope color, I'm afraid that's not going to save you. Hold the fucking phone. Is that the tiger? Is that the tiger on the Warhawk rocket launcher? Did he just leave it on there? And didn't move it? It is! Oh my god, it's so bad. He just left the little tiger that was originally on, like, the guard on the rocket launcher. He left that as a random sticker element. That's just insulting to, like, the original skin. You can see it popping up in like little random spots too. Like, look, there it is on the sniper rifle, on the barrel, just clipping really nastily. And then you have the fucking, like, the rockets too. Just god, dude, try a little bit harder than just ripping the textures. It's honestly terrible. It's horrible. Easily, like, the worst Mark II war paint that I've seen on the workshop. It's atrocious. So much more could have been done to improve this, and you just dropped the ball so hard. That's just unfortunate. Oh, okay, the hidden soldier lion. Ah, yeah, that he again just ripped straight from the game file. Like, what is this? What is this random orientation bit? Randomized patterns. The randomized patterns don't help you. Like, this one doesn't look too bad because you have this texture here, contrasting here, but then with this one, it's all the same. Why didn't you? Gah! Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. This is so, like, I could have done better. I could fucking make this better. The custom wear doesn't help you. The custom wear doesn't help you. The custom scope color doesn't help you. Taking the lion logo and making it a random sticker does not make up for the fact that this warpaint is so poorly made. Because you just ripped textures from the game and then slapped them on a warpaint without changing them at all. And guess what the Mark II warpaints do? They make adjustments so they work on warpaints. Fuck! The only unique adjustment this guy made is this red bit here. It looks terrible. God. Complete dud. Oh, we saw that one already. What's next? We have a variety of unusual effects here. Oh yeah, I saw this one. This guy's been chit-chatting with me about his unusual effects. I don't really like this one. Mainly because the colors are a bit too deep, and I just think that because you have like the black outline and then the green. I mean, it's not bad. I like seeing more of these unique shaped effects. This is just too much with the color. It's way too noisy. But the horns don't look bad. The shape of the horns is fine. I think the colors are okay. I just don't like the black. Like, black inside of unusual effects, I don't think looks good. It should be avoided. But, this isn't bad. Like, I would not be offended to see these two in game, but I would definitely be offended to see this in game. This is, like, way too noisy. Like, if this was just a solid color, it'd be totally fine. But it's this... I feel like I'm in Akihabara, surrounded by all of, like, the Sega arcades, just, like, bombarding me with Sonic the Hedgehog, anime characters, and tits. It's just too much. It's like, this needs to be toned down a lot. These two aren't terrible. I think further adjustments could be made to improve them further. But, it's not the worst. Yeah, if he removed the black outline on this and like make it blend a little bit better or have it like kind of fade out a little bit better, but it's the way he has the particles, like the particles generate here then move through here, and like each of the particles is like an individual little pixel or like an individual like drawn out thing with like the color in the middle and like the black outline. So I don't know how much they can adjust. I don't fully know how unusual effects are made. Black outline's there because else if it's in bright maps it'll completely disappear. Then some other adjustment would need to be made. I'm not sure what. It's hard to say. But it's not bad. Where's the truck nuts cosmetic? Visible labor. Okay. It's safety vest for the engineer. I mean, it almost makes too much sense. He's got the hard hat. He's the construction worker. He's TF2 construction man. Why this? I'm sure someone has made this cosmetic before, and in the thousands upon thousands of submissions, someone has made this before. But still, it makes perfect sense. It looks totally fine. Like I don't think I would be offended if I saw this in game. The white, I think, stands out too much. I think what would have been smarter, what would have been better, is if they made the white stripes the same color as the hard hat. Orange, or orangish yellow. I think that would have been a smarter thing to do. Instead of having it just be solid white, because then it contrasts too heavily, because now you have white and blue and orange and gray, and there are multiple shades of gray and brown that are just all clashing and contrasting together. It makes the engineer's model look really noisy. So it looks like you can paint it, but the only thing that is paintable is the lanyard, thank God. But unfortunately, like, I can see issues with team recognition. Because if you were to quickly look at this model in the blink of an eye, right, you're working with more neutral colors than team colors with this. Because the dark undershirt is too dark, right? if these brighter blue and red elements weren't there, it would be very hard to tell what team he's on at a glance. So I think some color adjustments are in order, but beyond that, I think it's pretty good. Oh, we have a Steam installation. Oh, count. CS:GO has an update? Whoa, CS:GO's got a big update. What update did CS:GO get? Make the white... Yeah, perhaps making the white slightly team-colored would be better. Doing something to get rid of the white, because the white's too much. Yes, CS:GO just had like a massive update. CS:GO. What did they do? They fixed the bug, but it's a 28 gigabyte update. Jesus. Do I not have the game installed? That might be the reason. Anyway, not a bad. They wouldn't release a new operation during a major, so they don't do operations during majors, don't they? See, I've looked at these before. Let's see. Oh. So you gotta love random object on head, like already just a hard no. It's just, this is an eyesore. It's literally a water bottle tied to his head. Looks great. Yeah, you can make some good loadouts with this too. Yeah, totally not just instant trade-up fodder. Totally not immediately 10 cents on the community market. Very just like that. That's my face right now. This is my face. Just hard no from me. Just why? Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell they're starting to push out anything because that's the summer update season, baby. We're getting the nice influx of items that are just random objects slapped to their head. It doesn't even make sense. Scout is a hamster for some reason. Scout is now a test subject, apparently, and he's got a water bottle smacked to the side of his head? Okay, sure. Why? Just, no. Doesn't fit in the game. It's not appropriate. It does not look good. Yeah, this is assuming we even get a summer update at this point, right? Ooh, what the fuck is this? It's a bit much. It's a bit much. It's something. It's a bit more thoughtful than a water bottle tied to Scout's head. It's a Fallout reference, because the armor suits in Fallout. I don't know, man. I mean, do either of these loadouts look good? The only loadout it looks good on is with this, with the other robot parts for engineer, of which most of them are Halloween restricted. Oh, God. I would say this is a pretty... It's a dud. It's only acceptable, in my opinion, if it was Halloween restricted. And yeah, it would probably look better on Pyro, because you don't really have a lot of full head replacements for engineer. I can think of two. You have the Beat Man, which is fucking stupid, but thank God it's Halloween restricted. And then the Bird Head, which is also, thank God, Halloween restricted. If this were put in the game, it would have to be Halloween restricted. Beyond that, I don't really think this is appropriate. It's a little too much. It's too much for an engineer cosmetic. A Halloween restricted thing would be totally fine, but knowing that Valve doesn't really restrict Halloween items anymore unless people complain, then you know this is gonna be a fucking Merc grade, or a Commando grade. I don't hate the bird heads. I think the bird... listen, I think cosmetics like this are fine only during Halloween, because during that time of year, the entire game is a clusterfuck. You got the spells, you got the pumpkin bombs, you got the crazy goofy fucking maps, you got everyone wearing Halloween costumes. It is a special time of year where the game is meant to be this audio-visual clusterfuck. It's meant to be a fucking mess, and it is fucking fun. But when you make it year-round, that's when we have problems. When it's always in the game, and it's fucking with your gameplay when all the other wacky elements aren't there, it doesn't belong. Don't do it. Halloween restricted, then it's totally fine. But if it isn't Halloween restricted, hard pass. So no thank you to that one. Ice struck. See, if this was just an arrow, but okay, of course they had to make this one winter themed because, you know, winter was rolling around, so they had to make it holiday themed or winter themed, otherwise it wouldn't have been even considered. I think this would have been totally fine if it was just the arrow and without snowflakes falling off of it or having a little wispy trail. If it was just the arrow, totally fine. But they had to add the extra winter elements in order for it to be acceptable as a wintertime cosmetic, which to me just adds too much visual noise and doesn't look that good. I think if it was just the arrow, it'd be totally fine, but as it is, no thanks. Yeah, and also, yeah, why is the arrow smoking? Why would an arrow be smoking? You would think if it had like a motion trail, it'd be coming off the back end, not the front end. Not a lot of thought went into that. So, it's bad. No thanks. Hard pass on that one. Yeah, and the arrows, I think the size is fine. I think the size of it's okay. Any smaller would look a bit strange. Defiant denims. Do we got some jeans for the heavy? This is old, you can tell. 2019. Never gonna be added. Do we have jeans for heavy? Hell yeah, dude. Ripped up pants. Okay, so like ripped up. So that's something else we have not seen enough of. It's like ripped up clothing for the mercenaries. Because what are these motherfuckers doing all the time? They're fighting. They're shooting each other. They're beating each other with wooden signs and swords and clubs and hand grenades they don't throw. You know? You would expect their clothes to look a little bit beat up. So this is nice. You got some fucking beat up biker pants for the heavy. And you can make some pretty sick loadouts with this, I think. This entire item set's a bit too much, but I like the pants. I think the pants are cool. I'd like to see those. You would expect to see beat up clothing in a war-based game, in a fighting-based game, you know? I think the full item set's a bit too much though. Video unavailable, already have to downvote it because there's no fucking video. Heavy leather. It's a bit much. I think it's a little too much. It doesn't look bad. I think it's a little too much. I think the logo throws like if they had just kept it the simple team logo, it would have it would have been fine, but having like too much detail is throwing me off a little bit. But aside from that, it's pretty good. I like the shirt. I like the pants. The shirt and pants are good. Helmet's a bit weird. Not liking the helmet. I understand that like the biker loadout was the idea and the minigun was meant to look like a biker, which is cool. It all looks cool. I think it's neat. Like, okay, listen. As a full Halloween set, remember when we used to get those? Remember when we used to get full Halloween sets for classes where they had like 3 costume pieces? You know? You had the idiot soldier, the idiot box soldier, you had the Jarate doctor loadout for medic. You had, you know, you had a whole bunch of awesome Halloween, like the werewolf for demo man. I would like to see this loadout as like a full Halloween set for the heavy. You know, that would be neat. That'd be some cool shit. I miss item sets like that. I would love to see this for that reason. As like a neat Halloween thing. Minigun to be like good Hugh Long replacement? I don't know. I'm not sure. I appreciate the in-game screenshot. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, it's not. It looks a little bit too much like a fan-made mod for me to think it's appropriate for the game. It looks a little out of place. Same for the hat too. It looked too much like fan-made mods. But the shirt and the pants I think would be fine. But if you include the minigun and the helmet, then I think you would have. Oh, it moves, dude. Ah. And then I think you'd have to make it Halloween restricted. But I mean, hey, it's not. The whole set is cool. It's well made. I think it's acceptable. Like, this is something you would expect the heavy to wear, I suppose. It's alright. I think the jacket and the pants are fine. Still want to hear your thoughts on this older one? Okay, we'll pull this up. Painful poncho. Just a poncho for heavy? What team is he on? If you dye this pink, what team is he on? You dye that white, what team is he on at a glance, right? If you put a different pair of pants on him, right? You've now made it incredibly hard to tell what team the heavy's on, because the only team colored elements that are left are his wristbands and his shirt, and then this little bit down here. But most of the time, he's holding his minigun, so you cannot see the rest of his shirt. So all you have to work with is this and these bits. And if you have other cosmetics that change these colors, good luck telling what team he's on. So I think that is the definite fatal flaw. Oh, it's team colored. I didn't see that. Make this more red. Why is this brown? If this was more red, it'd be fine. This looks fine because this is actually team color. But this is brown. Make this more red, and then it would be acceptable. But the fact that you could really fuck with team recognition with this solid brown thing wouldn't work. The blue side looks fine. Just make the red side not brown, but actually like a darker shade of red. Then I think it's like you fucking nailed it. That'd be great. Also, 2018 never going to be added into the game. I know that. It's never going to get added. But this is like a pointer for other people who are wanting to make items like this for Team Fortress 2. Make sure that whatever you put on the player model is not obscuring too much of their team color. Because if it fucks with team recognition, it's not very good. Much akin to the couple of pyro cosmetics we got recently that can also be fully dyed to ensure you have no fucking idea what team he's on. You have to be very careful with that. That's a key example of what not to do. Make sure that enough of your cosmetic is team colored if it covers that much of the player model. Very important thing to pay attention to. And for that reason, this one's a dud. Except on blue team. Looks good on blue side, red side. Like, look at this. Like, when he, like, at certain angles, all you have to work with are these red wristbands in this, right? And again, if he's wearing other cosmetics that are obscuring these parts of the player model, you have no idea what team he's on. From most angles. This you can immediately tell, because this is mostly blue, but this is mostly brown and gray. You have no idea. So that's a major flaw. Major, major flaw. Bountiful Harvest. I saw this one the other day. Okay. Okay. So first thing he got right is, once again, color is the most important thing to pay attention to when making a war paint. And he got the colors right. You're working with colors that aren't too saturated, that look like they belong within the color palette of Team Fortress 2. They're not eyesores, not hypersaturated neon messes. Looks fine. You have a wood texture that I know for a fact came straight out of the game files, because this is a very recognizable wood texture. So he recolored a wood texture, which is totally fine. You can do that. Then this appears to be a custom texture that he made here, also totally fine. Recolored from the game files, perhaps, on this one. And then it looks like he snipped apart different pieces of team icons and then put them on a variety of backgrounds. Like you have the heavy fist punching through the wood, fire emblem, I guess, burning the wood. Then you have the scout foot. Not sure why it's like a half circle. Would look better as a full circle. You have the medic inside of a flower. I cannot tell what this hot mess is. Too many details. Or it's a TF logo. My bad. Not medic. It's a TF logo. I'm stupid. I cannot tell what this is. I think I think the stickers could have been done better, perhaps. They don't look bad, but like you have hard edges here. Like you have this hard edge, which doesn't blend well with like this circular shape. Like if he had done all of the stickers as like different circular shapes, I think that would have been fine. Like you have the sniper, or the TF logo, sorry, the TF logo in a flower, which is a nice circular pattern. If he had rounded out the rest of this, so it's also circular, like other pieces of broken wood, instead of doing just this harsh line, that would have been decent. This also has that same issue where you have different hard edge. You have a hard edge here, you have a hard edge here, and then the bottom half of this is rounded. I think if he had made the entire thing more rounded, it would have blended seamlessly together. And then you have the same issue, it seems to be the biggest one, on this Scout logo here. Once again, very hard edge here. If he had just made a full circle, all of these stickers would have blended together a lot more nicely. It would look less noisy, fewer hard edges clashing together. It would have made a much more seamless war paint. It also appears as if though these aren't properly gridded, it's very challenging to make a good looking sticker war paint, because there's two ways to go about it. You can do a perfectly gridded pattern like Quack Canvas, where all of the stickers are evenly spaced apart on a grid, or you can do random orientations, like stuff just scattered about, like on low profile. But even then, the low profile SMG pattern has consistent spacing between each of the icons, but it looks less as if though they were gridded, right? And there's someone in my Discord who's working on a Mark II of it and is actually paying attention to like keeping the spacing consistent, which is very important. Because if you don't keep spacing consistent between your different sticker elements, you end up having a lot of empty space between the stickers, which can actually create a bit of a discontinuity, and it makes it look a little too messy, right? It's far more visually pleasing to the eye if you can keep consistent spacing between each of your stickers. It would look a whole lot nicer. You can see that kind of being achieved here on the side of the flog, where it looks like you have a similar amount of space between here and here, and between here and here. That looks a lot nicer. But then when you get right here, things are bunching up in this corner, then you have a lot of empty space here. Things are bunching up here, you have more empty space here. Very important to kind of keep the spacing between this stuff. It's very, very important. Yeah, so I think the major flaw with this one are the logos, and if he made the adjustments that I suggested, I think this one would look a whole lot better. Is this the bamboo brush texture? I can't tell if this is the bamboo brush texture or if this is an actual hand-drawn thing, because this is very reminiscent of bamboo brushed. It might be, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but it looks very similar to it. It might be uniquely hand-drawn, can't tell. But he got the colors right. Colors are good. Stickers definitely need a lot of the work. Review piss camo. I have all of the tabs open. I will get to it when I get. Let me find it. I'll do the piss camo one next. Do I have it open? I'll find it. Ah, there you are. Piss camo. This fucking abomination. Yeah. So someone in my Discord made a fucking piss themed warp paint. Oh Jesus! Like the blue side looks good. I hate the custom wear, which is just more piss. Oh god, why would you make this? Like, frozen treat, you are, like, you have, like... Alright. There has been a shocking correlation. There has been a shocking correlation between piss items on the workshop lately. There have been a lot of urine-themed items. I think the piss fetishists are coming out of the woodwork, and I find that alarming. And you're one of them. You're freaking me out, dude. What's with all the piss-themed items? I'm not liking it. We got fans of the golden shower kind of creeping out of the woodwork. Not feeling... You're in trouble. Ho ho ho! You only have one, but it's the beginning of the slippery slope, my friend. And we haven't even looked at the fucking red variant yet. And what's worse is that it's blood. It's like you have blood in your piss. It just makes it so much worse. God. It's like the bloody piss. It's so wrong. Oh, it's so gross. It is. Oh. It's honestly disgusting. Like, I can't even... It's honestly horrible. You've made a fucking monstrosity. I hate it. I hate it with every fiber of my being. So bad. Girardi surprise. Doctor, it burns when I pee. It just reminds me of that Robot Chicken bit when Optimus Prime pisses blood. I just found out I have blood in my urine. So fucked. I hate this war paint. Don't take it personally. I hate it. I'm voting no. I don't like this. No more piss, no more urine, no more Girardi. Ah, it's just so wrong. It's so wrong, dude. I hate it. I hate it, Mar. I do. Ah, it's horrifying. All right, what do we got? Let's do high-tech haircut. Another ancient item that is never going to be added. And oh, yes, it is a Gordon Freeman reference. It's a Gordon Freeman reference. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see it in game. Added in 2017. We're never gonna. It sucks. It sucks so much cock that the only Half-Life references we have in the game is a fucking bread item. The bread crab, and it's so fucking ugly. Why? Why wouldn't Valve pick better items to pay homage to their most popular series of games? What? They could have picked this. This would have been great. Like, if this had been the elite grade, that case would be worth like $70 now. Because people would be mass unboxing it for this fucking hat. It looks like Gordon Freeman. They had a chance with Half-Life Alyx, but you know what we got? Bread crab. Shitty bread crab. Dog shit hat. Fuck. It's so bad. I would have liked to have seen this. I deem that acceptable. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Got a few more links here. Oh shit! Here, I'll be right back. I gotta put my dinner in the oven. I gotta cook a meatloaf. It's gonna take like a couple hours, so I gotta do that real quick. Gotta look at my recipe again to make sure that I'm cooking it for the right amount of time. 350 degrees. Bake. 350. See, kids, here's the lesson. Here's the lesson when you're a grown man, when you're a grown-up big boy, is you pre-make your meals when you know you're gonna be busy. I made this morning because I knew I was gonna be busy. Because I knew I was going to do my stream today because I'm not going to have time next week. I made this fucking meatloaf because I knew I was going to have to put it in. I didn't want to cook it in the middle of the day. I wanted to cook it so it would be nice, hot, and fresh out of the oven for me. And ready to go. So it's going in. So don't cook your meatloafs covered. And we're back. Where were we? What can I do to lower salt in my body? Drink water and eat less salt. Nutella's candy, fuck off. We're not having this debate. I'm right. You're wrong. Moving on. Let's see. What is this? Like American Gladiator hair for the heavy? I mean, it's not bad. It's a little silly, but I mean, hey, it's not bad. It's another hair cosmetic. You could definitely make some good loadouts with it. I deem this acceptable. I like it. You could have picked better loadouts than, like, this. These look nice. It's a good cosmetic. You can make some good stuff. Nutella is candy. It's not food. I agree. It's not food. It's poison. Looks like the gym rat. Like, we have the gym rat hair for the heavy already. This is like an alternative gym rat hair. Or like American Gladiator. So I like this one. I think this is fine. This is kind of something you would expect to see in like the 70s era. I find this acceptable. For sure. Like back end of the Vietnam War, you had people with the kind of the hippie hair. I accept this for the heavy. You would think, you know, he's up in the fucking mountains fighting bears, the hair grows out. I find that acceptable. I've seen that war paint a million times. I know. Did I look at this? I looked at this one last time, I believe. Here we go. Monkey. Did I look at this one last time? Or did I look at a different one last time? I don't remember. I thought I looked at this one last time. Did you make the improvements? Was that the reason? I did not? Okay, I didn't look at this one. Okay. So, manufactured. I like it. I like it a lot. You did good work with the colors. I dig it. I think it looks good. What the fuck? I think this is great. It looks good, dude. Blends in well. I like the team color. I really, really like the dark red. It looks really sick on the minigun. The black and the gray. It's all dark, but that's okay. Because you have enough contrast between each of the different textures. I think it looks great. You have the finer details of like the tiles. Yeah. The metal tiles, like the concrete tiles. Looks fucking great. I like this a lot. It's very clean. We need more team colored war paints like this. I'm tired of not seeing team-colored war paints. Make more team-colored shit like this. This is fantastic. I like this. I would love to have this in game. This is really clean. It's really clean. And did I spot custom wear? I spotted custom wear. It looks nice. Darker. It looks good. It's dark and it wears dark. It's nice. This is good. It's even cleaner at low. Like even in Battle Scarred. Looks dope. Would love to see it. I mean, it's good. It's a good war paint. It's dirty. It's dingy. You'd expect to see it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That's like I already voted yes. And I already favorited it, so, I mean, because you made adjustments to it. It's great. Would use. 10 out of 10. Would spend money on it. Whoa! What is this? Holy shit. Quetzin bundle, like Quetzalcoatl, but Quetzin. Quetzalcoatl, interesting. It's a bit much. It's a little much. I mean, it looks really cool, but damn, is there a lot of small detail. I think. Oh man, it looks really cool. The colors are great. They all fit well. Oh, we did a rocket launcher. It looks better on the rocket launcher. It looks better on the rocket launcher because everything's scaled up. It looks a little too cramped on the scattergun. Like, that looks cool. This looks cool. I like this. But on the scattergun, it's a little too cramped. Like, it's all a bit too scaled down and squished. So it looks a little too noisy. But I think on the rocket launcher, this is great. Not so great on the scattergun. I keep wanting to say minigun for some reason. Yeah, this is dope. Definitely dope. I like it. I like it on the rocket launcher. I don't like it on the scattergun. I don't know if I like the feather bits here. I feel like this could benefit from being something different. I like the Quetzalcoatl dragon on the side here. I love this pattern. This pattern looks awesome. I don't know if I like the feathers much. The feathers, these are feathers, like, because it's the feathered serpent. I think these might need to be something different. Actually, you fucked up. You fucked up. You know why? Here's why you fucked up. This should be here. You should have the feathers on the back end. Because it's like the tail feathers, or like the wings. Have that on the back end. Like, I get this is meant to be like the wings on the side, because it has like big wings. But I think if you had continued this pattern, like on the top, and then put these tail feathers on the back, that would have been way fucking cooler. I think, because like you have two wings here, but they're on the same side. This is like it's a half circle. This is begging to be wrapped around the back of the rocket launcher back here. That would look so cool. You should have done that. That's why it looks off to me. Because you have a bit of a break here. Again, you have like a bit of a break and then a different pattern here. So this whole area kind of clashes a little bit. But definitely like transfer this to back here, and that would be sick. But I do love this pattern. Like even if you just killed that off and left this pattern, it's like just this pattern looks so good. The colors are great too, man. Do what I said, please. You don't have to, but I'm saying you do it because it looks great. That's what you got to do. What about the scattergun? How could you improve this? See, you did that back here. Like you have this back here is like the tail feathers. See, I think you fucked up here. I think if this lower half wasn't there and it was just the top half, I think that'd be fine. If the grip was just the solid white, I think it'd be fine. Because this back end the drum looks good. I think if you cut off this lower half and just kept the top half, it'd be perfect. I think that's why I don't like it. Because it looks like you squeeze the whole thing into here. And like I said, it makes it a little too busy. But yeah, you chop off this bottom half, keep the grip solid, ivory, white, whatever you want to call it. This would be like a fucking 10 out of 10. It's really good. This is really, really well made. This guy, Ceramic Manor, is consistently making some of the coolest, most unique skins on the workshop. It's fucking awesome. I hope he keeps doing it. Guy, keep going. You make neat stuff. You know, it's really cool. You make, oh, see, okay, yeah, it does continue on the top here. It does continue on the top. So I don't know what he could do instead. I still think these would look better on the back instead of on the side. I'm not sure. You could just leave it blank. Maybe. I don't know. I think I can't find an elegant solution for what you could do on the guard side. But definitely put those tail feathers on the back, like actual tail feathers. I think it look really neat. That'd be awesome. And see, this looks better here because it continues all the way around. You're not like trying to cram the entire thing into like a smaller area. And that's why this one looks off. Because you're cramming all of this into a smaller area. Like it's squished. You know, likey. I think it'd be less busy unless you had just this extend out along the side. Then maybe do something else here. I'm not sure. Maybe translate more. No, I don't think it'll look good if you translate more of the triangles on the side. I don't know. Something else would need to be done here, if anything at all. Leaving it the solid ivory. I say yes anyway. I don't think I'd be offended if I saw this in game as is. It's awesome. Tweak, like it's one of those 9 out of 10 creations, but with some small adjustments could be like a 10 out of 10. It's really cool. It's good work. It's awesome. What do we got? What do we got? Did I see this one already? I think I saw this one already. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I've been doing this for several months now. Zombitroni XC subbed. Thank you. Just wanted to sub before I go to bed. Have a good evening, sir, and thank you. I don't recall if I saw this one. I feel like I did. I didn't vote for it, but I'll vote for it because I like this one. It looks like the payload cart, kind of. It's meant to be the payload cart. It looks good. I would like to see this in game. It's perfectly fitting. I see nothing wrong with this, except like this doesn't need to be here. Get rid of that. This is an eyesore. It breaks continuity with the rest of the fucking skin. The rest of this looks fine. Like this area down here, oh, it's like the tracks, dude. Oh, like the wooden bit at the bottom, the basket that holds the bomb. This is neat. I like it. Get rid of the fucking sandwich sticker on the back. Eyesore. Bad. The rest of it's fine. Oh, the little buttons, dude. The little buttons look like the little light on top of the bomb. Dude, buddy, like, I like this guy. This guy is, like, crawling up my ass and down my throat constantly. Like, you make good stuff. You work with people that make good stuff. Like, what the fuck? Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Like, this is good. Fuck the sticker, but keep doing this. It's good shit. Nice. This is neat. I like it. Have a good stream. I'm gonna work on other things. Peace out, man. I'm gonna be calling it here soon-ish. I'm gonna grab a beer in a second, actually. Let's see. School Spirit. Shirt for the Scout. Hey. Looks good. I like it. Sign me up. I mean, hey, it's great. This is awesome. You can make some great loadouts with this. Pairs well with other cosmetics. Appropriately team-colored. Definitely something you would expect the Scout to wear. Obviously a reference to something that I'm not understanding, because I don't know what this is referencing. Probably some Zoomer shit. Is this some Zoomer shit? It's gotta be some Zoomer shit, because if I haven't seen it, it's automatically relegated to Zoomer shit. It looks good. I'd like to see it. It's good shit. Nice cosmetic. Well made. Applause. Looks like bully. Bully? What is bully? Bully? Bully. Is it an album? Album. I'm not seeing anything that pops up like that. It's a Rockstar game? I don't know. I don't play Rockstar games. So I wouldn't know. I would not know. I've seen that before. Dude, it's fucking Fight Club. Okay, alright. Yeah. Where's the full loadout? Or, yeah, there we go. This, okay. Yeah. It's fucking Fight Club. It's great. I'd love to see this. 2019, we'll never see it in game. Unfortunate. If you make pop culture references, you stylize them to fit inside of Team Fortress 2, looks good. I'd like to see this. You can make a variety of good loadouts with this shit. Again, unfortunately, 2019, added 3 years ago. We'll never see it in game. Huge bummer. But it's a sick item set. I'd like to see it. Good stuff. The cigarette's a nice touch. What the fuck is this? Halloween restricted, please. My god. It's kind of creepy. Oh god. Oh, this is weird. That's weird. I understand that like primates have like the different feet, but my god, that's kind of creepy looking. If this was like Halloween restricted, perfectly acceptable. This is the only way I would think this is okay. Don't put it in the game otherwise. If this wasn't holiday restricted, then we would have a problem. Oh, of course you can dye it full. Oh god. Okay, I like this way less now. Yeah, big fucking lime green monkey. Jesus. Ugh. Oh, it's an NFT. Haha, fucking Zoomers like the monkeys in the NFTs. Yeah. NFT, yeah, crypto. Yeah. Halloween restricted, it'd be fine. What is this mess? Oh god. No. I mean, like, okay. The Halo is fine, but the Rainbow Halo looks like the RGB keyboard that's on sale at Walmart for $25. Hard pass on the Rainbow, but the not Rainbow is totally fine. Like, the normal Halo is acceptable, but the fucking Rainbow is not, so hard pass. Colorful, it's too much. You know what you don't see in TF2? Aside from, you know, the fucking Pyrovision? You don't see a lot of rainbows. Especially not hyper-saturated ones like this with community sparkles just vomiting off of it. It's a bit too much. The normal golden Halo, totally fine. Rainbow, hard pass. Hard pass on the Rainbow Halo. What do we got? 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 Saw that one. Seen this one. How the fuck do you pronounce this? Das Arztbrutschutz. Arztbrutschutz. No idea how to say that. Das Arztbrutschutz. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that. I feel like we have a hat like this already for Medic. I might be mistaken. I feel like we've seen this one already. Feedback, please. I'll open it. Hold on. I mean, it's not bad. You know, you can make some decent medieval medic loadouts. It's a World War I hat. Is it a World War I hat? Not very familiar. It looks good. It looks more medieval than World War I, but whatever. This is far more akin to medieval. Don't we? We already have that. I thought we did. Hold on. Let's see. TF2 medic cosmetics. I could have sworn we had a hat like this already. Or at least very, very similar to it. Which one was it, though? And why can't I remember what it is? I feel like we have something very, very similar. The Physician's Protector? Yeah, I think this is what I'm thinking of. It's pretty different. It's a much shorter brim. It has kind of like that similar head covering on the side and like in the chin strap, but It's different enough. Yeah, this is the World War I that this guy was talking about, the World War I hat. This is more medieval helmety. And it's different colors. Yeah, it's definitely way different enough. This is fine. I'd like to see this. This is cool. It's a good hat. I give that one a good pass. Solid for sure. Coat of the Wolf. Oh, it's edgy. It looks good though. 2017, we'll never see it in game. I mean, it's good. It's a simple jacket cosmetic for Scout, of which I would like to see more. Instead of, you know, a water bottle tied to his head. It's good. I like it. Yes, but we'll never see it in game. Unfortunately. Solid cosmetic. Lumber Monolith. This is the one you wanted me to look at. I've looked at this one a bunch of times before. Monkey. I could have sworn I've seen this one before. Did you update it again? You updated it in May. Alright. What do we got? I mean, it's good. First glance, it's solid. I like the Damascus-y metal. Colors have been adjusted. I think you adjusted them appropriately. From what I'm remembering last time, things all blended a little too much together. Yeah. Yeah, this is way better now. Yeah, I think you nailed it now. I think this one's good. I think this is great. It's another clean metal and wood skin. It's really nice. You variety of different colors. Looks good in game. Looks like something you would expect to see. It's good. The Damascus the Damascus texture, the metal Damascus texture is fucking awesome. This bit is really solid. Looks good with the wood too. I mean, yeah, this is awesome. You nailed it. I don't think you need any more adjustments. Yeah, this is solid. Like simple, good, 10 out of 10. It's great. It's awesome. Good shit, man. Fucking great. Nice work. You've made multiple really solid war paints. All right, what else we got here? A few more tabs open. Just saw that one. Fireflies? Fireflies. Oh god, well, this is ancient. We'll never see it in game. It looks cool though! Come on, man. What? This looks awesome. Fuck. This is neat. It's simple, but it looks really cool. Man. It sucks that this one's so old. We'll never see it in game. This looks awesome. It's a really neat, subtle effect. Man, that's gnarly. I like this a lot. That sucks. That really sucks. We're never gonna see this one. This is fucking fantastic. Unusual effect makers. Take a note out of this guy's book. Take a page out of this guy's notebook, man. You don't need to be a flashy eyesore. You don't need to be a big vomit bomb of color. You don't need to have wacky, crazy shapes. Even the simple stuff can look really, really, really good. And this looks awesome. God, it's a shame we'll never see this in game, man. Daytime and nighttime, this is awesome. Definitely a better version of masked flies. You could combine this with masked flies, so you have fireflies that are on and fireflies that are off, dude. That'd be so cool. Oh, it's a shame. This is awesome. Outback Ranger. Hey, this is cool. You got a fucking park ranger set for the sniper. That's awesome. You got like the hunting, he's got a fucking hunting rifle. That makes sense. This is cool. I mean, already, yeah, this is dope. I mean, what else? I mean, this is cool. Give me the fucking hat, dude. Yep. And again, a sign of a good cosmetic is that it looks good with other items that are already in the game, and you can make a variety of really good loadouts with this. This is great. Good shit. What about the vest? Gunner's gear. Yeah, it's a really good vest cosmetic for sniper. Good high loadout potential. Not too occluding on the team colors. It looks really solid. I like it. Looks good. And what about the fucking sexy ass spider legs? Fucking chicken legs on this motherfucker. Look at this, dude. Ooh. The fucking high socks to keep the ticks out. This is a great item set. This is awesome. Is this recent? Yeah, it's fucking yesterday this was uploaded. Awesome. Yeah, dude, put this in game. This is great. I hope they add this one. This is a great recent edition. This is fantastic. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna favorite that one. This is great. Looks really good. Cover your eyes. Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck, dude? Holy shit. Like, someone's dropping acid. This is gnarly. Holy hell. Like, you're having a bad trip with this one. Dear Lord, this is a mess. Holy fuck. No, from me, I have to say, it's a big no. Colors are not... Okay, let's take this seriously. Okay, so, first of all, major fuck up. Colors like this don't belong in Team Fortress 2. Hyper-saturated, fully saturated colors look really out of place against the otherwise very pastel-y nature of the game. Very washed-out colors, a lot of neutral colors in the game. You don't see hot pink unless you have the fucking hot pink paint, which should have never existed. You don't see these hyper-saturated blues or oranges or black. Oh, God. It's also not an... Second thing, if you're making war paints, make sure your textures are seamless. You have this big seam running through the middle of it, and also this way too. You can see it here and here. So adjust for that. Otherwise, you get these nasty, harsh lines which cut across everything. It looks really, really bad. So make it a seamless pattern. Swirls and stripes do tend to play nice inside of Team Fortress 2. We have a lot of war paints that use them already, and they look okay. See Saccharin Stripe, for example. So, I think simplifying this would help a lot. Like, just make it less wavy, perhaps. Less wavy is a good start. And then the next thing is simplify the color palette. Drop the number of colors you use from 8 to 3 or 4. 4 at most. Don't go more than 4. Otherwise, it turns into a visual clusterfuck. Lower the number of colors. And you can make it team colored, right? Just make sure you don't use more than 4 colors. Otherwise, it gets to be too much. And if you do use more than 4 colors, ensure that those extra colors only make up very minor details on the full war paint. Otherwise, the composition gets lost in a big murky mess. So, also axe the purple. Get rid of the completely yellow. The only color you got kind of right was the yellow. That looks good. Also, I cannot tell if it's your in-game settings or the resolution of the textures you're using, but they're very pixelated. Up the quality a lot. And it'll get rid of the graininess, and it will make it look a lot better. So, back to the drawing board with this one, I'm afraid, but if you make some tweaks, it could look good. Do I dare look at the comment section? Holy oversaturation, Batman. Yeah, most people are pointing out the issues, is that the colors are... Everyone's talking shit, but no one is giving me a fucking single tip to help me get better. Hopefully you watch this video, my friend. And look at the pointers that I just sent your way. Major problem is those colors, bud. You know, tone down the colors. Like, listen, if you want a good reference for colors you can use, go here. TF2 paint cans. This is square one. Have a look at all of the colors you can use here that are very nice and friendly for TF2's color palette, except for the pink, the lime green, and the white. Everything else, and the black as well. Everything else is pretty much fair game. If you sample from most of these colors, especially these down here and the more neutral colors up here, and even these greens and these oranges, and this purple too, like if you want to use purple, this is the purple or this is the purple that you want to incorporate. Something that's not super saturated. Start here. Start here with these colors and work from this palette, and you will make something far more appropriate. And note that none of these are hypersaturated except the pink and the green and the white and the black. Just avoid the saturation ones. And there's also a couple of mods on the workshop that actually change these colors to be more appropriate for the game. I don't remember what they're called, but they make these select pinks and greens and black and white a lot better and more appropriate and way less saturated. So perhaps look there as well. So that is definitely your square one. Definitely your square one. Go from there. Yeah, I hope I'll leave a comment. I'm uploading a VOD of my stream. Left you some pointers on there. Will keep a lookout for it. Hope you improve. We'll do that. Hopefully he notices that and people don't go a little too. That's something else too, man. Like you can leave whatever comments you want. You can say, like, I encourage people to tell people if they don't like something. Like, say you don't like it, and you can leave it at that. You can say you like something, leave it at that. But don't be a dick. You know? Don't be a dick unless, you know, they're a dick. But don't be an ass, you know? You don't have to leave constructive feedback, but try to. But don't be an ass. I encourage you to be nice. Something useful you've made recently. Hey, there you go. There you go, my friend. Here, let me shrink my face here. Take a screenshot of this, and sample from these colors. These colors are your friend when making a war paint. All of these here. Thank you, Arthur, for sharing this. Step 1, right here. And you can make some fantastic stuff. All right. Thank you, Arthur. I'm gonna do one more because I'm getting a little tired. Someone made a pole war paint? I like it. It's actually kind of cool. All right. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's minimalistic. It uses colors that are appropriate for the game. It looks okay on. You know what? I will nitpick a little bit. I would like to see a slightly darker version for red, because this lighter, more washed out yellow works better for blue. If you were to darken this a little bit, make it more orange, I think it'd look a lot better on the red side. But I like this as is. It's cute. It's cute. Hey, it's the fucking pole you see on some maps. Hey, I like it. What else we got? What else we got? I didn't even look at these textures a bit. They're okay, that's something else too. They're solid. These need some texture. Like you look in the game files. Look at this background here. You notice this background? Like you have. I think he just ripped. It looks like he literally just ripped the texture off the pole and then slapped it on a gun. That's one way to do it, sure. But if you want to go the extra mile, look at this texture you have on the background here. You have cracks and scratches and dinges and paint strokes. If you incorporate some of those finer details onto these solid colors, it would make it look so much better. It would give it that little bit of depth, a little bit of extra depth that it needs, and it would look so much better. And also give it a red variant which is more orange, and you can make some really neat stuff. It's very cool. I like it. It's cute. It's the fucking pole. It's the pole. It's nice. Let's see what else we got. Oof. See, all right. Sticker bomb war paints are something that must be handled very, very carefully. Because if you scale things, this is like newspaper comics, I get it, but it still effectively falls in the category of sticker bomb. If you're working with the sticker bomb concept, you need to be very, very careful how you approach it. Because if you have things scaled down too much, like this one is, it is super, super noisy and busy. You have way too many colors. You have way too many small, fine details that are clashing and just blending together into this mess. And it's too much. If you're doing a sticker bomb war paint, you can have a lot of different stickers, but you have to have a lot of similarity between your colors. You have to have a lot of similarity between your shapes. Otherwise, you're gonna get this mess. Like, I understand that you're trying to make it look like a whole bunch of pieces of newspaper overlapped on top of each other. It's a cool idea, but it's not a good concept for Team Fortress 2. It needs heavy simplification, right? Like the newspaper off-white and the gray colors are good. Like the reds and the blues I'm seeing mixed in here, like from these are the TF comics, right? They look like they're out of a newspaper, but and these are just pieces of the comics that are just kind of ripped out and overlaid on top of each other. It needs heavy simplification if you're going to be doing something like this. So this is a dud because it's too busy, it's too much. But it's definitely a workable concept. It just needs a lot of work. It's a workable concept, but it needs a lot of work. A lot of work. I think that's it. How long have I been going for? Almost 2 hours? I think that's good enough for me for today. Is that good enough for... Oh, someone... I send gifts. You sent me gifts. You did send me gifts, and I have a couple of unread chat messages for some reason. Let me see what these are. Unboxing bad. Oh no, you sent me cases to open. So, Squidly. The only reason why I'm accepting this trade... Okay, so here's a warning to people right now. I don't know if anyone is aware, but to anyone watching right now, it is currently not really safe to trade because right now there is this weird exploit where if you have where you have a large number of items, people can start using the items that you send them before the trade completes. So let's say you trade like 50 keys for a hat. They'll start getting the keys before the trade is through, and they can start using them to unbox cases. And if they cancel the trade before the trade is complete, they will have used your keys, but you won't get the item that they sent you for it, right? So avoid trading right now. I don't know how severe it is, but like all the other major TF2 trading websites are shut down right now. Scrap and Marketplace and Manco Store, I think, have all stopped doing trades at the moment because they're not sure how heavily exploitable this exploit is. So it's pretty bad because this effectively lets you duplicate keys over and over again to unbox cases. So do not trade right now. Wait until this is fixed. And I'm not sure if this is limited to just keys and consumable items. We don't know. It could be, other items could be affected, but I'm not sure. So just to be safe, don't trade unless it's with someone that you really, really trust. And I trust Pope Squidly that they're not gonna rip me off, so I'm willing to accept this trade from them because I know them. That's the only reason why I'm accepting this trade. If this was from some random Joe Blow, and I didn't know who they were, I wouldn't be accepting this trade. So be very cautious right now, because no idea what the issue is, alright? And thank you for the cases, I will open them. And the only reason why I'm opening them is because guess what? These keys and cases are tradable, which means these keys and cases were bought from a third-party website, which means not a single cent was given to Valve. Meaning this is okay to open, because I'm not giving Valve my money, and Squidly did not give Valve their money either. Because Valve sucks for not updating this game, so fuck them, you will not see a dime of my money. So buy from third-party sites, so Valve doesn't see your fucking money. Okay? And we'll end the stream with some cases. I didn't even, like, check what's going on with key prices right now. I would imagine they are tanking because of this. Let me see. I need to actually check to see if there's fucking, like, if keys are tanking in price, because now I'm curious. No, they're about the same. Nope, I see no, if anything, they went up a little bit. I see no significant drop in key prices because of this. Listen, the only people that are heavily affected by this are people doing very large trades with people they don't know, right? Or bots. Because you can keep canceling trades with a bot and using the items they keep sending you. So the people who are destroying the TF2 economy with bots, scrap.tf looking at you, people on backpack.tf looking at you, they're the ones getting fucked. Not people who are, you know, doing trading as normal with someone they're willing to trust. So bots are the ones that are getting really fucked over right now. So. Keys are $177 on Marketplace. They're cheaper on Manco Store. Manco Store's got them for like $1.60, I think. Withdrawals and deposits have been limited to 48 items. Apparently people think there's a hard limit on how many items this bug affects. Yeah, keys are down on Manco Store to like $1.60. They're usually around like the $1.65 range, so they've gone down a few cents, and I think Marketplace usually has them around $1.80. So. And yes, scrap.tf is really going, despite the owner being a pedophile. So don't do business with scrap.tf either. Or footrest.tf as we like to call them. Moving on. Items. Airstrike. Awesome. Gonna unbox that. Oh my god, I have a lot of metal. Let's put you on an appropriate page. Let's organize these. Oh, these are Scream Fortress 10s. Holy shit. Okay, these are gonna be fun. We have a couple of decent skins in these. Let's see what we get. Shall we? My guess is Totally Boned Battle Scarred. Haunted Ghosts. Strange and field tested? Minware? Minware. Minware Strange Haunted Ghosts. Nice. It's like half a key. Let's do fucking field tested something. Field tested Spirit of Halloween. Dog shit war paint. I fucking hate it. It's horrible. Horror Holiday Well Worn. Calavera Canvas. Field tested. Minimal wear even. Okay, this time it's Horror Holiday. Horror Holiday Battle Scarred. Haunted Ghosts again. Minimal wear again. Almost an identical seed as well. Fuck it, we'll get 3 Haunted Ghosts. Nailed it, dude. That one's battle scarred. And last but not least, it's for the birds. Backpack expander. Haunted Ghosts again. I got 3 minimal wear Haunted Ghosts, dude. Okay, what are the odds? What are the odds of getting 3 minimal wear Haunted Ghosts? Holy shit. Well, thank you, Squidly. We broke the odds of getting 3 of the same thing in a row. One of them being strange, or 3 out of 6 being the same thing. Statistically, very low. So we beat the odds today. I might be haunted. Might be haunted indeed. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that concludes today's stream. I did this stream a little bit early because next week I'm going to be pretty busy. I have to help my grandmother move into her new home. So I wasn't going to have time to stream next week, so that's why I did it today instead of sometime next week because I won't be around. And yes, this VOD will be uploaded to my second channel. Go subscribe to it if you haven't already. I will post a link to it right here. All of my workshop stream VODs are uploaded on my second channel. Did that just make one massive link? It did. Ignore that. There you go. So there's my second channel. All of my previous streams are there from just the workshop streams, though, and a couple of others. And I'll see you next month when I do this again. I don't really stream that often. So, also, I will probably stream a lot more often once this next video is done, because this video is officially 10% done. It's taking me a while to finish it, but I'm hoping to have it done. It's going to be sometime next month now. But I'll probably start streaming more again once that video is done, because I'm probably going to take a break from very heavily edited videos, because it's just like it's really taxing, and I'm really busy with other stuff in real life. That's why this one's taking me a lot longer than it normally would. It's been 4 months since my last one, which I guess is fine. It's giving me more time to work on it, and I'm not like rushing it out, so look forward to that, I suppose. And also, we got a fucking Peter hee, so we'll fucking we'll end it there. Here you go.